So I want to get into Master Mode, more specifically the highest floor possible, M7. But with my current gear it might be a bit rough. So today I will show you how I grinded for countless hours to get from a Dungeons newbie to a pro, more or less. But before we get into this, I have a bet with you guys to make. If we can hit 100 subs on my channel before I get my first legit Master 7 completion, I will be giving away a total of 100 million coins to 10 random subscribers. Legit meaning I'll first have to complete several goals I will set for myself to achieve before I am, within this bet, allowed to complete Master Mode Floor 7. I will announce these goals later on in the video, so stay tuned to find out. Because getting into M7 is quite a difficult task, I also decided to make multiple videos on this topic. The main reason being that I want to upload within next year. I don't want my channel to completely fall into irrelevancy. Today's video I will tell you about my way into floor 7 and how I managed to get the best weapon obtainable from the normal dungeon floors, the Hyperion. Let's get started. Let's go back in time to February 2022. My main armor set was 3 Thoughts, Shadow Assassin with an unstable dragon chestplate, my main weapon a Spirit Scepter paired with Frozen Scythe. And yes, I was playing mage with this setup. Don't ask why, I was a noob. But despite that, some big progress was made very shortly after. I bought my very own set of Frozen Blaze armor and crafted my first decent weapon, the GG Shortbow. I got my first M7 completion with the help of the Twitch streamer Sarite, who was doing 3 floor 7 carries at the time. And believe it or not, I dropped a pair of Wither boots that run, which got not 1, not 2, not 3, no 5 stars on them. This marked the beginning of a long grind that would last for almost an entire year, and I would be lying if I said I didn't get lucky throughout the time. I dropped a Shadow Warp pretty early in, I think it was still below 50 floor 7 runs, and I kept it. Meanwhile I dropped 2 Shadow Furies and 1 Giant Sword during floor 5 and floor 6 as well. But the best part was still to come. It had become December in the meantime. I was sitting comfortably at around 500 million coins thanks to crafting and selling corrupt soil. But I remembered in the past summer an IRL friend of mine, who was also playing Skyblock, and I had a plan. By the end of the year we both wanted to have a Wither Blade. He and Astrea because he was a tank main. He had more or less quit the game a while ago, but I still was holding on to the plan of getting that sword before the end of the year, and I wanted to drop it, not buy it. But having only 5 more days to New Year's Eve, that might get a bit difficult. I gave in. I liquidated a quarter of my net worth and sold my giant sword, my AOTS, my Yeti sword and my Shadow Warp. The latter had risen in price to about 300 mil and finally bought the Hyperion. Well, kind of. You see, with the rising prices of the scrolls, it meant a fully scrolled Hyperion wouldn't cost 1 bill anymore, but 1.6 bill. So after I bought a Hype for 1.15 bill, I more or less got a decent shock seeing it wasn't fully scrolled. I actually thought I just got scammed. After that disaster, I decided to just go back to grinding floor 7 the entire days remaining of 2022. I probably did around 40 to 50 runs a day, not stopping till deep in the night. But as the last days came to a close and I went to celebrate New Year, I hadn't gotten anything, except for some Wither chestplates and auto recoms, and OFAs. I was tired of floor 7 and the handle grind itself, and probably haven't done even more than 20 floor 7 runs ever since. What helped me to get the second scroll, Implosion, were experiments together with my slime minion setup. I managed to get back up to 350 mil within 20 days after buying the Hype. And only 1 day later I had gotten a First Strike 5 book from experiments. I was able to get the third and the last scroll, completing my goal of the fully scroll type only 16 days into the new year. From the time when I used a Yeti sword, I still had a set of Storm armor with Wither goggles. My mage setup was complete. And let me tell you, having a Hype is so damn worth it. 10 out of 10 definitely would grind again. It unlocks so much content that it's just not really efficient to grind for without it. It's actually insane. Now with the Hyperion, the first step to M7 has been made. But a Hyperion alone won't be enough to keep me alive and useful in the dungeon. So what else will I need to grind for before I start with first my cutter 50, then class average 50 grind? Well, most obviously I will need to grind for my very own term, as well as a golden rank pad with a 1 billion coin bank. I will also need to recombobulate and enrich all my accessories. Whilst not 100% needed, I still want to obtain an Efficiency 10 pickaxe, as well as Infinity Boom and Infinity Leap. A second term, if I'd want to play Archer, would be more than useful as well. And of course all the Master Stars for my armor, weapons and equipment. Besides these obvious items and upgrades, I want to get at least Fishing and Foraging 35, as well as Mining, Farming and Taming 60, as well as Alchemy 50 of course. After I have achieved all of these goals, I am allowed to start grinding M7. Now comes the part where you can make some easy coins. You can subscribe and leave a comment with some feedback, as well as your username to sign up for the giveaway. As soon as I hit 100 subs, I will select the 10 winners and give them their prize, 10 mil per person, adding up to a total of 100 million coins. I will also show the trades in the next video after we hit that milestone. So if you want, subscribe, leave a comment and have a nice day. See you soon in the next video. Ruben out.